Hello everyone, wishing you a day filled with joy and inspiration as you care for the flowers in your garden. Today, we'll explore a new method of propagating roses by cuttings. These are all very familiar ingredients in everyday life. But when used correctly, they can create a gentle biological environment that stimulates the natural formation of roots and new shoots in rose cuttings. First, let's prepare the ginger solution. Take about 10 grams of fresh ginger, wash it thoroughly to remove dirt and impurities. Then chop it finely so that the active ingredients in the ginger can easily dissolve in the water. Ginger contains many bioactive compounds with mild antibacterial and antifungal properties. So a ginger solution can help clean rose cuttings, limiting the growth of harmful microorganisms in the early stages before the cuttings have had time to form roots. Put the chopped ginger into a clean plastic cup. Add about 500 milliliters of clean water and stir well. Then let it sit for about 30 minutes so that the natural essences in the ginger gradually dissolve into the water. While waiting for the ginger solution to take effect, we prepare the rose cuttings. Choose a healthy, disease-free rose cutting with a moderately mature stem. Cuttings that are too young tend to contain too much water and are prone to rotting when planted, while cuttings that are too old are less likely to form new roots. Use clean scissors or a sharp knife to remove all leaves and thorns from the cutting, and also remove any withered or damaged petals. Removing leaves reduces water loss through the leaf surface, helping the cutting retain the necessary moisture in the early stages. Then, trim the cuttings, leaving them about 20 centimeters long. Once the ginger solution has soaked for the required time, place the base of the rose cutting into the ginger water and soak for about 30 minutes to allow the ginger essence to come into contact with the cut surface. Next, prepare a rice and Coca-Cola solution. Take about 5 tablespoons of rice and put it into a clean plastic cup. Soaking the rice in water releases some of its starch and dissolved minerals, creating a gentle nutrient environment for root development. Then add about 300 milliliters of Coca-Cola to the cup containing the rice. Coca-Cola contains a certain amount of sugar, which, when diluted and combined with the starch from the rice, creates an easily absorbable energy source for the cutting in the initial stage. Stir the mixture well and let it sit for about 30 minutes to allow the ingredients to blend. While waiting, prepare a clean glass jar and a piece of foam. The foam should be cut to fit snugly over the mouth of the glass jar so that when placed inside, it will form a secure lid for the rose cutting. This method helps to keep the stem upright and ensures the base of the stem remains submerged in the solution without tilting. After soaking for the required time, remove the rose stem from the ginger water. Filter out the ginger pulp and keep the clear solution. Next, filter the rice Coca-Cola solution to remove the rice, then mix this solution into the cup containing the ginger solution. The combination of the ginger solution, which has mild antibacterial properties, and the rice Coca-Cola solution, which has soluble energy, will create a supportive environment for stimulating root growth in the rose stem. Pour the entire resulting solution into the prepared glass jar. Then, insert the rose stem through the center of the foam. And place the foam over the mouth of the jar so that the base of the stem is deeply submerged in the solution. Thanks to the foam, the stem will stand firmly while the upper part of the stem remains well ventilated. Next, use a plastic bag or a clear plastic cup to cover the top of the glass jar and the rose stem. This covering creates a humid environment similar to a small greenhouse, limiting water loss and helping the cuttings maintain stable moisture levels. Then, place the cutting in a cool, well-lit place, away from strong winds and direct sunlight. After about 10 days, if the temperature and humidity are suitable, you will begin to notice positive changes. Many healthy, white, succulent young roots will appear at the base of the rose cutting. At the same time, dormant buds on the stem will begin to sprout new, vibrant green shoots. This indicates that the cutting has adapted well to the environment and root formation has been successful. Once the root system is well established, you can transfer the rose cutting to a pot with good drainage. In the initial stage after planting, using clean river sand as a growing medium will help the young roots adapt well to the new environment. Reduce waterlogging and promote more stable plant growth. We can see that propagating roses isn't actually that complicated if we understand the plant's growth characteristics and create a suitable environment for the cuttings. Simple ingredients like ginger, rice, or Coca-Cola, when used correctly, can contribute to a gentle nutrient source and a stable, moist environment that stimulates root development. However, the most important factor remains the meticulousness and patience of the caregiver. From selecting healthy cuttings and carefully treating the cuts to maintaining appropriate humidity and light, all play a crucial role in the success of the cutting process. When you see the first white roots appearing around the base of the cutting and the vibrant new shoots beginning to emerge, that's the most wonderful moment for a plant lover. From one initial rose cutting, you can create many new plants, continuing to care for and nurture them as they grow day by day. Hopefully, the method described in today's article will provide you with useful experience in your rose propagation journey, so that your garden will become even more vibrant with many healthy and lively rose bushes.